A man watching another man have his way with you is just a bad joint all the way around the board. But ladies, it's not a hopeless situation. There's some factors that you have to take into consideration. For men, you know, a man might look at it and say, "How old were you?" Anything before 25, you was a pup. So, and if it was longer than, 10 years ago since, you've been with your current man, he might be like, "I don't care." But even in that, it's still some things in there. Okay, if you on video and you screaming, your relationship over. Let that man go. He don't want you no more. I don't care how much he tell you he love you. If you on video screaming, having sex with another man, your man do not want you no more. All right. So just cut your losses, chalk it. If you just saw on video having sex, like I said, and it was a long time ago, might not be that big of a deal. But if you setting up the camera for the sex, that's a bad joint. Now you look like you was out here just making, Pornhub videos, and now, what I mean, it looked like, this something that you do. So now he thinking about 10 other videos that might be circulating. A third thing is, are you on there giving him head? I'm gonna tell you something, ladies. There's a difference between your man seeing a video, somebody sending him a video you having sex, and somebody sending him a video you giving head. If a man sees you on video bowing down to another man on your knees, the relationship is over. The relationship is over. Let me tell you something. A man views you as his mountain. And sex is one thing, but a man seeing you on your knees, bowing to another man, and that's somebody having your mountain on video being climbed, and somebody 100% putting a flag at the top of the mountain. He don't even want that mountain no more. Just let him go. There's no way to come back from, no matter how much he stay with you. And if he do stay with you, right, you're dealing with a man who got really, really low pride, and people gonna be like, "Oh, but you gotta be secure." Nah, fuck that. Nah, it's some shit that you just like, nah, you know what, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So the same pride that'll make me sit in the jail cell for you if somebody harmed you is the same pride that's gonna be watching this video. You know what I'm saying? Of you on tape doing that with another man. So understand that. A man's pride is a double-edged sword. You can't pick and choose when it's gonna cut. All right. Another thing is, if you get caught on video giving head in the car and that's not your man, now your man looking at it saying, "So you couldn't even go in the house with boy? Like, so you just out here in the driveway, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, you out here doing that outside, like you couldn't go in his crib, and he couldn't go in your crib. So now it's like you do anything with anybody, anywhere. Okay? And the reason why I'm telling you this, ladies, is because you will have a man who will stay with you, but he just staying with you to punish you. He not staying with you because he truly forgiving you for that. Nah, if he don't punish you physically or mentally or emotionally, then he gonna sleep with 100 other women and have them doing to him exactly what that man had you doing on that video, because that's his ego and that's his pride. All right. So I'm not on here justifying, how a man to carry it. I'm just telling you how he gonna carry it. Now you could take heed or you can live in denial. It's up to you. Okay. If it happened when you were younger, you might get a pass. But if it happened when you was younger and you on there screaming, or you on there giving head, or you setting up the camera, you don't get no pass. I'm telling you, that's just the way it is. All right. And the reason why I'm having this conversation is I had a conversation with somebody early, and she was saying that a friend of hers that worked with her, was a video circulating that, she was in the car and she didn't know that boy was, filming her, because he was filming over her and she was, doing what she was doing in the car. And, we was talking about how that might affect her later on. And I told her, I said, videos like that typically don't really circulate around typically, right? People just have them. They might show one or two people, but I said, the higher the status of the man, the more valuable that video becomes. So if you're dealing with a regular 9 to 5 guy, that video might not never matter. But if you're dealing with somebody with some social status, right? You're dealing with somebody, let's just say that she meet a guy who about to go into the league, and that video circulating around. If the dude who got that video find out that the dude that she with now is about to get drafted to the Minnesota Timberwolves, that video is valuable now. And depending on if he get, if he hurting, then somebody offering him 50 racks for a video of a female he don't even deal with, it's sold. So you're dealing with somebody who's in public office. That video is worthy of something now. So ladies, I want you to understand that you might be dealing with men who don't have status right now. But if you plan on dealing with a prominent man, a man of high social status, a high value man, he's probably going to have some success. He's going to have some notoriety. People are going to know who he is, right? And that video is people aren't going to give him a pass for that video. It's going to be, this is the kind of woman you chose. So this represents your level of self-esteem. And this is how we going to deal with you. So when you get the backlash from him, it's not that he's holding it against you per se. It's more about him letting you know that this is what's being held against him. So yeah, ladies, just keep that in mind, man. Keep that in mind. If you're on camera, it's not hopeless. You can still keep your man, but you can't. But if you're on there screaming, your man's soul has just left the building. I don't care how tough he is, how much money he got, how handsome you I don't care. That man, any love that he had for you prior to that video coming across his jack, and hearing that is over. He can never unhear that. And if you giving another man head, he can never, and y'all know a lot of y'all get in there on the washing machine, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all go in. So imagine that. Don't be on camera doing something with somebody else that you ain't never did with him, because now he might not speak to you and your children no more. That's it, man. That's it.